In this video, we're discussing vicarious trauma and how to support a positive classroom culture. Vicarious trauma refers to the emotional and psychological impact experienced when we are indirectly exposed to traumatic events. According to research, approximately 68% of children experience some form of traumatic event during childhood. Other studies found that 41% of children experienced multiple exposures to violence within just a single year, highlighting that children who empathetically engage with the traumatic experiences of friends and family members could develop trauma symptoms themselves. Consequently, teachers are vulnerable to vicarious trauma. A study found that 75% of teachers who worked with students affected by trauma experienced strong emotional stress themselves. Teachers affected by vicarious trauma may feel emotionally exhausted, anxious, depressed, or disengaged from their job and relationships. Physically, they may experience headaches, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. Children experiencing vicarious trauma may display anxiety, depression, social withdrawal, irritability, or behavioral issues. They might have trouble concentrating, experience sleep problems, and perform poorly academically. Given these challenges, it is essential for educators to prioritize their own well-being to effectively support students. Regular exercise, healthy eating, sufficient rest, mindfulness practices, and relaxation techniques can significantly reduce stress. Incorporating decompression rituals, like listening to calming music or changing clothes after work, can also help manage stress. Equally important is professional support. Teachers should proactively seek counseling if needed. Promoting a healthy work-life balance by setting clear boundaries and managing workloads helps ensure teachers maintain their well-being. Now that we have established the importance of supporting teacher well-being, we now turn our attention to the classroom environment. Creating trauma-informed classrooms is vital. One effective way teachers can create a trauma-informed classroom is by establishing consistent routines and clear expectations. Predictability helps students who have experienced trauma feel safe and secure. For example, teachers can create a predictable daily schedule and clearly communicate any changes in advance. Establish clear, consistent routines, provide advanced warnings for transitions, and use positive reinforcement to foster safety and stability. Frequent, positive interactions, like specific praise and encouraging a warm atmosphere, significantly enhance classroom support and connection. Understanding and respecting cultural diversity is crucial, as each student experiences and responds to trauma differently based on their background. Research shows that children's cultural environment influences how they cope with stress and trauma. By adjusting teaching methods to reflect and honor students' unique cultures, teachers create a classroom where all students feel safe, valued, and supported. Adjust teaching methods and communications to create an inclusive environment, acknowledging each student's unique cultural context and responses to trauma. For example, teachers can incorporate stories, books, or activities that represent diverse cultures and backgrounds into their lessons. This helps students feel seen, valued, and respected. Implementing peer support programs such as peer tutoring can build empathy, self-efficacy, and empowerment among students, fostering a mutually supportive environment. If you notice students showing signs of trauma, consider providing extra support, such as informing their caregivers about resources in your community, like local support groups or programs that teach coping skills. Another effective classroom strategy is to set up a calm corner, a quiet, comfortable, and neutral space where students can go to manage strong emotions privately. Avoid placing distracting items in your calm corner. Instead, keep a calm down kit containing simple tools like stress balls, sensory objects, emotion cards, or breathing exercise prompts, and allow students to select their preferred calm down tool discreetly. This approach helps normalize emotional regulation and promotes a supportive classroom culture. Finally, being exposed to trauma does not always lead to impairment. Teachers can also experience vicarious resilience, a positive process where educators learn and grow emotionally by witnessing their students' strength and resilience. Fostering peer support among staff and collaborating with mental health professionals further strengthens this resilience. Recognizing and addressing vicarious trauma is essential for a resilient classroom culture. Self-awareness and trauma-informed practices can help ensure a healthier, more supportive learning environment for everyone. Let's foster a supportive classroom culture that benefits teachers and students alike. To help you implement these strategies in your classroom, we've provided a detailed implementation guide with practical steps and activities. Be sure to check it out. For more resources and ideas, visit the website below.